And welcome inside Ritter Arena in the 2015 Schwan Cup Hockey Tournament. We have hit the final game of the final day of the tournament. It is a girls varsity blue division play, and it's the Holy Family Wildfire taking on the Centennial Cougars in the girls ice hockey action. My name is Joe Moore. I'll have the call of the game for you. Joining me, is Benji Portnow, and Benji, teams have played once already before. Obviously, have had a decent run in the tournament so far. What can we expect here in the final game of the day?
Well, Joe, I'm expecting to see some offense for Centennial. They've had 3 different players record 3-point games already this tournament, including Annika Linzer, who did it twice in as many games. And starting in net, Kristen Peck, she didn't get the start in either of the previous 2 games. I wouldn't be surprised if there might be some first game jitters there that allow Holy Family Waconia to put some goals up on the board.
Peck playing in just her 4th game of the season, coming in replacing Anna Jurgens, who had to leave due to concussion-like symptoms, so she will not be on the ice at all for Centennial, their normal goaltender. As we are underway here in Ritter Arena, Gabby Hughes gets it across. Linzer, a shot that hit the outside of the post just 14 seconds in. And those two have been dynamic. Hughes and Linzer, 46 goals between them already on the season. Back the other way now for the Wildfire, Chloe McAnally. McAnally gives it off, and Guerin spins behind the net. In fact, this top line has been very impressive for Holy Family as well. McAnally, Guerin, and Megan Menzuber, they've scored 28 of the 40 goals that the Wildfire have this season. Holy Family in the home whites. They're the home team on the scoreboard as they move from left to right here in the opening period. Mary New caught from behind as Claire Riley digs it free and out of the corner, plays it back to the point. Shannon Meany just plays it back to the open right wing. In the corner, playing it behind the net, Emma Olson. Pitlick had it knocked off her stick, pinching down. Meany pushes it back behind the Wildfire goal. Now a centering pass that goes off the skate of Riley. Meany plays it down the slot. Riley's backhand hits the traffic out front. And finally it's picked up and carried away by Allie Mars. Mars down the left wing from the red line will send it deep into the Centennial zone and complete a Holy Family line change. Meany plays it up the far side. Lizzie Prado gets it further along, and Sarah Jenrich sends it into the Holy Family zone. Ashlyn Rakos has it scored free. Picked up in the high slot, turning, firing into a pad save made by Lexi Hartman. Hartman has been very good over the last couple days. Puck sent down. We've got icing waved off as it's played behind the Centennial net by Anna Tashner. Tashner gives chase with a host of players to the right wing wall. It's finally pulled free, and here comes Linzer. Linzer 1-on-2 as she hits the line. Linzer to the backhand. Forced behind the net defensively by Balo. And the loose puck picked up, sent ahead. The Wildfire tap it further along. McAnally hits the line. McAnally with some room goes to the forehand and fans on the shot as she skated across the top of the crease. Cougars play it to the line, but not out. And finally sent past the pile at the point and the length of the ice. Icing on Centennial. We've got 14-14 to play in the opening period. No score.
Joe, really surprised there to see McAnally. I think she went in just a little too close on goal and didn't have enough room to maneuver the stick and make that final deke move to put it away.
It'll be Claire Riley and Molly Guerin on the draw. Only one shot on goal thus far registered by Centennial as they control the face-off. And is past everybody. We'll get another icing call here on the Cougars. These teams met back on November the 28th, a home game for Centennial, a 5-0 win for Centennial. I don't know, Benji, if you feel like that game will have any bearing on what we see here tonight or not.
I think it might. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe there might be a little bit of bad blood. Anytime you get beat like that 5-0, retribution might be on the mind.
Pinned up against the wall is Haley Berg. Berg now plays it down into the corner. Berg gets it back, sends it right out into the crease area, and then poked away from Berg as she tried to get back into the play. Berg catches back up with it and plays it back. Sapelt gets ridden off the puck there by McAnally. Now it's picked up and Gabby Hughes it over the line. Hughes turns in the slot, a shot steered aside by Hartman. Behind the net, Windsor gets bounced off the puck, a shot and another pad save by Hartman. Hughes back to the point. Meany throws it toward the front. That is deflected wide of the net. Windsor goes down, shoveled up the boards, but there's Lilia Linders to hold it in. Now Windsor, center pass, Hughes scores! Gabby Hughes with her third of the tournament and 28th of the season at 4:04. It's 1-0 Centennial.
Joe, that was really a spectacular pass from Annika Linzer to set that up. I mentioned at the beginning the 2 3-point games already in this tournament. She may be well on her way to going 3 for 3 with those 3-point games.
Well, Hughes and Linzer each entered this game with 42 points on the season in just 16 games that Centennial has played. Cougars come in ranked number 13 in 2A. A record of 10-5-1. Holy Family 4-10-2 on the season entering the game. Pushed back into the Holy Family zone, giving chase to it is Balo. Balo plays it toward the far wall. Trying to move it along is Lauren Hickey. Hickey gets it out. Cut off and brought the other way by Tashner, and it bounces free and just pushed out to center. Jenrich overskated it. Now it's picked up by Berg, and Berg will send it deep into the Holy Family zone as we hit the 5-minute mark of the opening period. Fought for right on the hash marks, and finally trying to pull it free there was LeClaire. Now LeClaire plays it back to the near point. Bordeaux tried to play it deep, and instead it ricochets all the way back into the Centennial zone, where Bordeaux knocks it out into neutral ice. Berg picks it up for the Cougars, and she'll skate it to the red line and dump it in. Menzuber starts ahead, leaves it off, knocked away, and it comes to Olmich. Maya Olmich has it knocked off her stick as the Wildfire get it out to center. Sapelt will play it across for Backman, and Backman's pass too far for Windsor. They wave off the icing. Olmich plays it back behind the Wildfire net where Molly Guerin picks it up, and Guerin starts down the left wing, avoids a check. Nearly at center. Now McAnally picks it up. McAnally centering pass for Guerin. Stopped it but couldn't get the trigger pulled on the shot. Tapped free by Menzuber. And it'll come free back in the Holy Family zone where it's played by Mary New. Windsor knocks it down in neutral ice, picked up and sent deep into the Centennial zone. We'll get an icing call on Holy Family.
And Joe, those icings, they still allow in the high school hockey for teams to go for the line change, even if they are the ones that ice the puck. So at times that can really be a safe option in the back pocket for teams that are out on a long shift.
Off the draw, Centennial tried to play it down into the corner. Pitlick able to finally push it through. Pass back to the point was tipped a little bit wide, and having to hustle back now is Sikora, or Meany rather, to play it. And Shannon Meany banks it off the wall out to center. Rakus sends it back to the Cougar blue line. Spinning with it now, Emma Olson starts ahead. She sends it through everybody, touched by a Wildfire stick, so no icing here. Pulled free, brought ahead by Allie Mars, and then the pass Comes free into the Centennial zone. First one to it there is Claire Rothstein. Rothstein just rings it around to the far wall. Vosick got stood up, and here comes Hughes. Pushed it out a little bit too far, tapped away from her, now picked up and brought right back in by Hickey. Hickey in the slot got the shot away and steered aside by Kristen Peck. First shot registered by Holy Family, and it comes 7.5 minutes into the period. Back the other way is Almich. Almich dropped it back, intended for Hughes, knocked away. Now it's picked up. LeClaire coming right through the slot on the backhand, got the shot off. And Hartman makes the save and has it trapped. Gets the whistle and a face-off upcoming in the Holy Family zone.
Good strong opportunity there from LeClaire. Not sure the backhand was necessarily the way to go. She had a teammate out in front of the crease. Harder to get a lot on that backhand. And Hartman was able to make the save.
McAnally skates away with the face-off, just one man back as she hits the line. McAnally drops it back for Menzuber. It kicked away from her, and it's picked up. LeClaire pushes it out into neutral ice, brought right back into the Centennial zone by Rakes. Rakes works into the corner, draws 3 red jerseys to her. Clearing attempt is knocked down by Guerin. Guerin holds it in, throws it toward the front, and it skips on goal. Pad save made by Peck. Lifted out to center. If it goes far enough, and it will, we get an icing call on Centennial. 8:31 to play, opening period, 1-0 Centennial.
Joe, I've been impressed with the way that the Wildfire have been carrying the puck. Really a few players, especially McAnally, has been able to kind of go the distance with the puck from end to end, keeping it on her stick, now losing possession. And that kind of skating can really create opportunities, especially on breaks.
Picked up by Pitlick. Pitlick to the line, but not out. Held in here. Guerin trying to cycle through on the backhand. Got the shot off, and a nifty little glove save from Peck. We'll draw another face-off in the Centennial zone.
Perfect example right there. She was able to get in, get the puck, and take it all the way herself, skating around, not necessarily needing a lot of teammates to create something offensively.
The Alley Mars line out now for Holy Family as Centennial pushes the face-off back into the Wildfire zone, trying to fight through. Driving and losing it through the slot was Emma Olsen. Olsen kind of fanned on the pass back to the point. Sapelt stepped up to play it down the wall. Now it comes free into the high slot. A pass down front, they score! Oh, a beautiful little tip that time on the near side. Maya Almich makes it 2-0 Cougars.
Joe, from the view up here, you could really see that play developing perfectly. Maya Almich ran a great path to the net, back door. She was just sneaking by the Wildfire defense. Good to see that the Cougars were able to get her the puck in perfect position.
So the Cougars threatening to blow it open here early. Lead 2-0 now. 7:40 to play in the opening period. As Almich gets it free for Windsor. Windsor weaves her way into the zone. Drops it back for Hughes into the high slot. Hughes rips a shot. Save is made, and boy, a quick whistle there. That puck was never controlled or covered.
Right there with you. I thought that whistle came really quickly. The difference between having the whistle come when the goalie covers it and the whistle coming when a referee loses sight of the puck can really make all the difference on those rebound opportunities with players in front of the net.
Loose puck gathered in by Rakes, and Rakes gets it out into the neutral ice area. It's cut off by Jenrich and played right back into the Holy Family zone, sitting free. LeClaire centering pass ends up behind the net. Pinching down is Linders. And now Guerin skates free with it. Guerin backhands it to the line, but not out. Held in by Linders. Long shot skips wide from Haley Berg. And the rebound picked up. Menzuber's pass a little bit too far for McAnally, but it's going to come on goal, so no icing. Linders Near side, sent out to center by Pitlick. And finally, Holy Family able to get it into the Centennial zone. Centering pass is cut off by Berg. And on the far side, it's Tashner. Tashner kind of ran into a forecheck there of Lauren Hickey, and finally Centennial breaks that, and Pitlick down the left wing. Gains speed as she goes over the line. Pitlick throws it right across the goal mouth to the far wall. Hickey picks it up and gains some space, but can't clear the zone as the puck comes free. It'll be carried out to center now by New. Further along, it's backhanded deep into the Centennial zone by Caitlin Rock. Back to play it and send it up the right wing wall is Bordeaux. Here comes Linzer. Linzer to the front, hits the post, and it's right in front of the goal line behind the goaltender. Hartman spins around and covers it up just shy of the goal line, and another near miss for Linzer. I think that's 2 posts that she's already hitting this one.
Joe, the casual confidence with which Annika Linzer skated in towards that net. She had a 3-on-2, determined to take it. I actually think taking it was the right move. She just caught iron.
Hughes plays it back to the point. Shot knocked down. It rebounds to the near side where it's picked up and sent ahead by Menzuber. On the break was McAnally, and staying with her, Kristen Peck, challenged here with 5.5 left, makes the save.
An impressive take. McAnally's really shown great speed as she skated there away from 2 different Cougar defenders. Maybe got in, again, a little too close on goal without making that last move. Instead, she stayed straight, and Peck was able to read it the whole way.
Off the face-off, Guerin slides at the end of net. Menzuber's centering pass was into Meany's skates. It comes free to the point. To the near side now for Williams. Her shot knocked down. Williams fought for it, but now can't hold the zone as Jenrich sends it further along. Batted back to the Centennial line. Sent in, and here's Menzuber. Lines it up, and a blocker pad save made by Peck. Pushed up the wall. McAnally knocks it down. It comes free in the high slot for Menzuber. Turns, fires. Peck another save, and Linders will carry the rebound to safety for Centennial. Up the near wall for Jenrich. And she'll just send it the length of the ice. Icing the call on Centennial. Cougars lead at 2-0, 4:37 to play, first period.
And even with that 2-0 score, I really feel like the opportunities have been balanced. Shots are 7-5 Cougars, but the true scoring opportunities seem to be pretty balanced. Both sides getting great opportunities, and here's one here.
Here's a break for Pitlick, 2-on-1 as she hits the line. Pitlick motors in and got tied up just as she was trying to get that shot off. Cassie Balo showing some good hustle to get back defensively.
She had Emma Olsen there with her on the break. I think skated a little too far, and then by the time she was ready to make that pass, it was intercepted before Emma Olsen could get it.
Loose puck knocked ahead. It does slide out to center where it's picked up by Vosick. Vosick tied up from behind, has the puck stolen away, and it's Emma Olsen the other way. Or check that, Pitlick. That was Olsen as I get a 3 and a 7 mixed up, go figure. Wildfire played out to center, and from the red line, Rock sends it into the Centennial zone. Sapelt gets it ahead, touched out to center, but right to the stick of Allie Mars. Right wing pass for Rothstein. She'll send it behind the Centennial net. Sapelt there to cut it off. Tangles up with Rothstein. Gets it free for Hughes. Hughes ahead for Linzer. 2-on-2. Linzer tried to jump around the defender and push the puck behind the net. Throws it wildly up the slot. It's held in. And played down for Almich. It goes through her. Pushed off to the far wall by Mars. It'll be held in there, and a shot skips wide off the stick of Backman. Pulled free. Linzer, a shot denied by Hartman. Linzer centering pass. Here's the one-timer, and Hartman is right there to make the save and hang on.
dangerous by the Cougars. Got a lot of players down near the net. That last opportunity from Gabby Hughes from just about 3 feet up, and she wound up on that one-timer. So an impressive stop by Lexi Hartman.
Puck comes free. Sapelt will just play it down the wall. Bird pushes it further along. LeClaire trying to drag it with her into the corner. Fights through Guerin, gets it to the point. Backman a shot, hits traffic out front, and it kicks off to the near wall. First one to it. Menzuber plays it out. Is it too far? McAnally will catch up to it just before it goes over the red line. Quick centering pass, and that skips right through the slot. Picked up by Olsen, and she gets it ahead. Now Balo gets it along. Menzuber in over the line. Menzuber lets the shot go, and Peck makes the save. As she has Guerin go into her after a collision with the defender.
Yeah, nothing dirty or deliberate about that. Just fell into her after the whistle.
Face-off win for Holy Family. Played to the far point. It'll come out to center. Wildfire have to clear the zone to avoid the offside. And that allows Meany to pick up the puck for Centennial. Kind of a weak pass. Tipped out to center and picked up by Pitlick. Pitlick trying to work down the left wing wall. Ran into Balo. Now Linders holds it in as she's tied up with Caitlin Rock. Rock finally plays it back, and Balo tries the far side, too far for Lamp. Turned over right out front on the backhand, and unable to get the shot through was Emma Olsen. Now Olmich has it taken away from behind by Lamp. Lamp gets it ahead. Hickey skates it to center and gets rubbed into the wall, and that is going to be the game's first penalty. It's a checking call, and it goes to Gabby Hughes of Centennial at 15-37.
Joe, that's one of those well-earned penalties. Nothing questionable about that call. Dirty, almost looked a little high from up here.
Holy Family Power Play Unit 1 for 9 in the tournament. The Centennial penalty kill. Oh, there's a shot. Windsor sends one and runs over a player behind the net. Pass ahead comes free. Backman for Centennial will send it the length of the ice.
Opportunity missed by Centennial as Lexi Hartman kind of fell asleep there on a puck off the wall that bounced a lot further in front of the net than I think she anticipated.
Guerin takes the wrist shot. Peck a glove save, hangs on to it. Just 39.8 seconds left in the period. Still a minute 17 left on the Holy Family power play time. Off the draw, the puck eventually played by Rakes. To the point for Menzuber, back for Rakes. To the near side, McAnally a hard wrist shot right on goal, and Peck perfectly positioned, traps it in the midsection.
Whether they go in or not, Joe, the important thing on that power play is to just fire away. Something might squirt through. You might get a rebound opportunity. And when the defense can't put a body on a body because they're short a skater, that's when you can have those rebound opportunities with an open player.
McAnally trying to find Guerin standing out front. Guerin put a stick on it, but Peck was right there to cover it up. Another face-off coming to her left. Down to 15.8 seconds left in the period. And another face-off win for Holy Family. Near point, Rakes. Up top, Menzuber down low for McAnally. Back to the point for Menzuber. Time running out on the period. They got to get a shot off. Bouncing puck on McAnally. Throws it out front, but the horn sounds, and we are through one in the final game of the day. Your score at the end of one period of play, Centennial 1, or 2 rather, and Holy Family nothing. Folks, during the intermission here, we're going to turn down the sound. We'll come back and give you a scoring recap of the opening period and look ahead to period number 2. You're watching the 2015 Schwan Cup Hockey Tournament live from Ritter Arena. Welcome back inside Ritter Arena. As you can see, the team's back on the ice. Centennial leading Holy Family 2-0 at the end of one period of play. Shots on goal in the first favored Centennial by a margin of 10-9. When the second period begins, Holy Family still with 37 seconds of power play time remaining on a checking call assessed to Gabby Hughes late in the first period. Joe Moore along with Benji Portnow, and Benji, as we look ahead to period number 2, what are the expectations?
Well, you mentioned that penalty to Gabby Hughes. She already has 2 points on the day, so a big loss, but already just about 75% of the way through this penalty kill are the Cougars. Shots pretty even, leading shot takers for both teams at 4, Gabby Hughes and Molly Guerin. The difference is Hughes had one go in. Molly Guerin yet to see one hit the back of the net.
Holy Family whistled down offsides. It's kind of getting stood up right at the blue line was Ashlyn Rakes. Off the draw, this is Rakes carrying it into the Centennial zone. On her off wing, carries it behind the net. Plays it into the corner. Back to the point, McAnally, near side for Menzuber. Spins away from Windsor. Back for McAnally, the shot, it's on the rebound, Rakes. Rakes just overskated it. Menzuber does a nice job to hold it in. Guerin cycles out, lets the shot go, and Peck traps that one, gets a whistle. Power play time is over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey with the face-off coming in the Centennial zone.
Rakes really would have had a good look at that. As you mentioned, overskated, just came in, but you can't fault her for trying to crash the net and look for a rebound, but when the rebound came, she was too far.
Playing it down the wall is Balo. Cycled into the corner, it goes through Menzuber. Trying to reverse course was Claire Riley, but hit Menzuber. It rebounds to Pitlick, and Pitlick's pass ahead for Emma Olson. Olson in over the line, caught from behind. It goes to Pitlick, who has her shot deflect off into the corner. Olson picks it up there, and it'll be taken away by Guerin. Ahead for McAnally, her pass intercepted by Pitlick. Menzuber in over the line, and her shot deflects up and into the protective netting. Another face-off coming in the Centennial zone.
Any closer, Joe, and I think that deflection may have gone over the protective netting. Got the stick on it in just the right angle to send it high up, almost into the seats.
Face-off pulled back and past the point, and now the race is on. Sarah Jenrich is going to be the first one to it. Jenrich taken to the wall by Rakes. It squirts free, trying to walk out front and get the shot away was Berg. Slides wide of the net. Centering pass underneath Berg, comes to the point, and Meany just couldn't quite handle that. Had it go off the heel with a stick. She'll catch back up with it in her own zone and drop it off for her defensive mate, Anna Tashner. Tashner ahead, and from the blue line, it's skipped in on goal and dropped down for Rakes. Cross-ice pass was behind the intended target, Allie Mars. Picked up by Tashner. Tashner double-teamed as it knocked off her stick, but it's picked up and carried ahead by Bordeaux. Right wing passes through everybody, and we'll get an icing call on Centennial. 14:35 to play, period number 2. It remains 2-0 Centennial, and ironically, 2-0 was the first period score, and the teams played back on November 28th. If we can use that as the blueprint, unfortunately, Holy Family fans, you're going to be behind 4-0 at the end of this period. Tipped out front by Guerin, a great glove saved by Peck.
Nearly most of the way there to that 4 goals. The third one would have come home had it not been for the quick reactions of Kristen Peck. Really looked like it may have been on instinct alone that she moved over. Just caught what looked like a shoulder on that.
McAnally drops it back to the point, flipped down into the corner by New. Centering pass, McAnally shot, picked the save, and corrals the rebound to get another face-off. Shots 4-0 in the period in favor of Holy Family. Centennial still looking for that first shot on Lexi Hartman here in the second. Cougars control the loose puck, play it to the line, but not out. McAnally stick handles into the face-off circle, lets the shot go, and Peck, a juggling save, able to cover up another rebound.
Peck has filled in more than amicably for Ann Jurgens. So for her first action in the tournament, Peck's been very impressive, especially early on here in period number 2.
Face-off finally pushed out into the corner. Bordeaux spins away from a 1-4 checker and then swings it up the far wall. Olsen has it knocked off her stick by Rock. Bordeaux will try the far side again. Pushed ahead by Olsen, but not out, is sliding over. Rock held it in. This time it is played back into the Holy Family zone, and Caitlin Rock back to play it for the Wildfire. Her pass deflected. Pitlick pushes it down low, and it's played there by Michaela Williams. Stolen away now by Riley. Played back to the point. A shot will deflect into the near corner. Vosick starts ahead for Holy Family. Knocked off her stick, unable to get it out of the zone. Now it's Lindsay in the slot. Shot knocked down out front. Hughes the first one to the puck. Hughes drops it back near point. Meany just plays it down the wall. It wraps around Lindsay. Tapped it toward the front, and that is where Hartman slaps the big glove hand down on top of it.
Better to smother the puck there from Hartman than try and pass it back out. An immense amount of pressure. Really the first of its kind in period number 2 from the Cougars.
Shot knocked down. Menzuber's clearing attempt, knocked back into her zone. Now Linder's having some difficulty at the red line. Pulled away, and Guerin in over the line. Guerin drops it off Menzuber. The return pass behind Guerin and too far for McAnally. Tipped away from McAnally. It's just played off to the far corner by Lamp. Pushed around near side. Guerin. Sharp angle shot, center right through the crease, and the loose puck is picked up, and here comes Amber LeClaire. Right wing pass over the line is Prado. Prado throws it on goal. The easy glove save. It's dropped by Hartman and played by Lamp. Nice breakout here through center. Guerin tried to feed it out front, but McAnally well covered on the play. Centennial plays it out to center. Rakes plays it back, having some difficulty there is Grace Blood. Picked up, and Riley, a quick wrister from the bottom of the circle, is gloved and held by Hartman.
Joe, not really a factor on that last shot as there's too much traffic to let it go, but the officials are really giving Lexi Hartman a lot of time to decide whether or not she wants to glove it, hold it, or drop it off. I'm interested to see if that becomes a factor. Maybe as the Cougars think she's going to hold on to it, instead she might drop it off to start a break.
Fought for in the corner. Hughes and Rakes leaning on each other. Pushed back into the corner by Arnstein. Shot knocked down. Rakes first one to it. Pushes it along. Went past Williams in the corner. Lindsay tried to come in off the wall. Had it chopped off her stick. Now Hughes couldn't turn in. Aronstein unable to clear. Lindsay overskated the puck. And Aronstein behind her net. Throws it up the far wall, held in at the point, and played right back down the wall by Backman. Rings around. Sapelt. Cut off there by Rakes. Sapelt finally pulls it free. Quick centering pass. Comes back toward the point. Windsor just cycles it right back behind the goal. Getting tripped, and that's an obvious penalty. And going to the box for Holy Family will be Michaela Williams, tripping the call. 6:21, the time of the penalty.
Yeah, that one was pretty clear. Right behind the net, puck squirted away from both players. She fell down, and as she fell, Williams really pulled the stick there and gets called for the tripping minor.
Off the draw, played back to the point. Meany fires one wide. Rebound is pushed out into neutral ice where Meany picks it up for Centennial. She spins, and all over her on the forecheck is Megan Menzuber. Menzuber picks it up now, sends it across. It hops Guerin's stick. Olmich plays it back. And now finally Meany with a little bit of space before Guerin closes in on her. Turned over and sent deep into the Centennial zone by Mary New. Great penalty kills here so far for Holy Family.
They've certainly had a lot of practice at it. Yesterday, Joe, they took 10 penalties in the game against Buffalo.
There's a shot out front, and LeClaire got a stick on it, but it bounces wide. New pushes it up the board. Guerin can't play it past Berg. Berg back to the point. Backman back for Berg. Berg walking right in, takes her time, and nice save made that time by Hartman. Back up top, it's Backman. To the near side, Hughes looking for some space, goes down, maintains possession. Down low, Olmich, back for Berg, walks right in, a couple shots, and she scores. Oh, she sneaks it in the short side on the rebound. Power play goal for Berg, or for Hughes rather, and it's 3-0 Centennial.
Joe, everything about that goal from Gabby Hughes impressed me. She went down to one knee, maintained possession, deked around two different defenders, and then not giving up. As Hartman stuffed her the first time, she went right back and found just about a puck's width between Hartman and the post and snuck it right in.
Well, 10 penalties yesterday, that's an awful lot, no matter what's going on. They got away with it in a 3-2 win over Buffalo, but Centennial makes them pay on this one. Backman starts ahead, plays it out to center. Rakas backpedals into her own zone, plays it ahead. They wave off the ice, and as they say, that was touched on the way by. That's past Backman and Rakas. Back in her own zone to play it for the Wildfire. Slides it near side. Starting ahead was Blood. Found Guerin at center. Slides off first stick, then tapped away from McAnally. Blood plays it away. Guerin hits the linesman and picks the puck back up. Guerin into the Centennial zone, goes down. We're going to get a tripping call here on the Cougars. McAnally drives and scores! Chloe McAnally puts the Wildfire on the board. Time of her goal, 8:46, and that will take away the delayed penalty on Centennial.
And Joe, rightfully so. I didn't know that penalty necessarily should have been called. Looked a little soft on the whistle. But the puck goes in anyway, so we won't get that penalty. And the extra skater didn't factor in as shortly after the arm went up, the puck went in.
For Chloe McAnally, goal number 10 on the season. As Centennial comes right in, and that one is over the protective netting. And the face-off in the Holy Family zone. Get you caught up on the Centennial goals as well. Gabby Hughes with 2 now has 29 this season. Maya Olmich with the other one, that was her 4th of the year.
And Joe, with that assist, Gabby Hughes has her second 3-point night of the tournament.
McAnally drops it off. Menzuber over the line. The pass back behind McAnally. Comes free at the near wall and pushed out to center. Blood drives it back in. Maney's pass intercepted by Menzuber. Down low, Guerin on the backhand, a shot. Peck the save, the rebound squirts up the slot, and it's picked up and carried out to center by Almich. Almich bobbing and weaving, getting tied up and fires it across the crease as Rakes was there defensively, now tapped ahead. McAnally down the right wing. McAnally drives in, goes to the backhand, it's knocked away off of her stick. Finally picked up by Vosick. Vosick plays it behind the net and chases it down in the corner. Behind the net it goes, giving chase is McAnally, but played away from her by Sepelt. And now this one sent the length of the ice. An icing call on Centennial. Comes with 6:50 left to play in the second period. Cougars lead at 3-1.
Much different action, Joe, in period number 2. Seemed like period 1 was a lot of ebb and flows, a lot of moments of waxing and waning in terms of puck possession and offensive pressure. Really feel like period 2 has been back and forth, but not in the same way where one team dominates for about 2 minutes and then it switches. It's really been back and forth in a matter of 30 to 40 seconds on either side.
Blood threw one on net, knocked away by Peck, and Centennial's turn on the rush. Claire Riley into the wildfire zone, puts on the brakes at the hash marks, played it back, and unable to handle that one was Tashner. Squirts back out to center for Bordeaux. Long pass ahead, intercepted and knocked away by Blood. And then it chopped up into the penalty box area across the way.
A couple of free souvenirs given out on the last few minutes, seeing pucks fly into the stands.
Off the draw, pushed toward the Centennial blue line and knocked away from Linders. To the far side, Rakes sends it deep into the Centennial zone. Finally at Squirt's feet, Rothstein giving chase and diving out in front of her. Peck covers it up to get the face-off.
Smart move by Kristen Peck. Judging the distance, she knew she could get to that puck first, and instead of risking a bounce and an opportunity for wildfire, she just smothers it and gets the whistle.
Both teams' top lines out. Guerin wins the draw, but nobody at the point to hold it in for Holy Family. Now it squirts free. Hughes trying to get to it. Rakes there defensively. Hughes' centering pass gets tipped up and out of play.
The third one that heads into the stands. Joe, we may be running out of pucks.
Again, Guerin and Hughes on the draw. Hughes tied up in the corner. Windsor trying to dig it free. Windsor does come away with it. Spins away from Guerin. Down low, Hughes on the backhand. Denied a rebound attempt. Pad save. It comes to the side of the net and cleared away by Rakes. Centering pass. Nobody there. It's picked up. McAnally gets it out to center with some room on the left wing, but Hughes comes back, or check that, Almich comes back to break things up. Now Sepelt plays it ahead. It comes free at center. Almich taps it into the Holy Family zone where it's picked up by Balo. Balo falls down, but there to play the puck is Blood. Grace Blood at center. Right wing pass tipped ahead and played by Bordeaux. Long pass for Pitlick. Pitlick around Balo. Pitlick a quick shot. It was going wide, but it's snared and held on to by Hartman.
That was a nice move to get free by Pitlick. I think she may have been headed for a change in lines. Instead, decided with that spin she'd get a little bit more space. Decided to take it in.
Pitlick to the side of the net. Puck came free, and there to carry it to safety is Hickey as she'll bang it out to center. Backman plays it back into the Holy Family zone. Held in by Olsen. And Grace Blood plays it up the far wall. Tapped back for Balo. Pass rebounds back to Balo. Now she gets it ahead. Unable to clear as Pitlick is there to hold it in. It comes back for Blood. Blood ahead and off the stick of Vosick. Vosick catches back up to it, sends it deep into the Centennial zone where Backman plays it. Backman's pass is behind everybody, and another icing call on Centennial. 3:38 to play, period number 2. 3-1 Centennial.
And the shots are just about level as well as they were in period 1. So certainly more balanced game than the last time these two teams faced each other, and maybe even more balanced than that 3-1 scoreboard says.
Quick shot off the face-off. Peckham stops it, covers it up. Another face-off to her left, another face-off win for Holy Family. Pushed toward the side of the net. Tashner pushed it behind the net. Now it's picked up and brought ahead by Jenrich. She gets it to center. Reka sends it to the near side. Sliding it deep into the Centennial zone was Olivia Russo. Russo sharp angle shot. Pad saved by Peck. Dumped out to center. Brought to the near side. Blood sent it into the zone off of Guerin. Now Menzuber for Guerin. Guerin driving toward the net on the forehand. And Peck got a piece of that to send it over the top of the net. Comes free. McAnally turns, fires well wide. Rebounds up the far side. Blood there to hold it in and play it back down the wall. Intercepted and pushed out by Tashner. Does not go far enough for icing as Blood back to play it. Played it away from Hughes. Speeding over, it's held in the zone and pushed deep by Sepelt. Blood will try the near side. Reverses course with it. Menzuber will knock it out to center. Bordeaux, a two-headed whack at it. Now it's picked up and carried in. Guerin around one. Centering pass, getting a stick on it. Peck actually knocked it away from McAnally. Back the other way. Hughes to Almich. 3-on-2 as they hit the line. Almich for Hughes. Windsor goes top shelf and scores! Oh, what a great shot that time from Annika Windsor. She makes it 4-1 Centennial.
She had the pass as well. If that was the route she decided to go, instead goes short side, and that puck hit just about every part of the net on the 4th goal of the game and Annika Windsor's 4th goal of the tournament.
Her 4th goal of the tournament is goal number 20 on the year. Her line mates, Almich and Hughes, pick up the assists, so Hughes has figured in all 4 Centennial goals now this evening. 2 goals, 2 assists. Pushed back into the Holy Family zone, back to play it as Williams for Rakes. Intercepted in the high slot, Olsen. Couldn't play it through as the Wildfire get it back out to center. Off of Olsen's stick, it's picked up. Sepelt will send it deep into the Holy Family zone. Swept around, but Pitlick the first one to it. Centering past the one-timer and a nice pad save from Hartman. And the Wildfire just drive it the length of the ice. They need the line change, they'll take it. And they'll take the face-off back in their zone with 59.2 seconds remaining in period number 2.
Surprised Hartman was as nonchalant as she was about swinging it around the cage. Not sure she realized that the Cougars were actually closer and applying more pressure than her own teammates were to gathering that loose puck.
Finally pulling it free was Berg, taken away from her. Rothstein will skate it out through center. Claire Rothstein Drops it back and shot from Ehrenstein, well wide. Linders couldn't clear the zone. It's knocked back down into the corner. Meany swings behind her net with it, and the left wing pass off the stick of Genrich. Picked up and sent into the Holy Family zone. Blood spins back for it. Is challenged by Berg, and Blood has to retreat a little bit further. Tipped ahead. Now intercepted, and McAnally overskated it. Offsides at the line. Just 2.4 seconds left now in the second period.
I think that would have been the last real opportunity of the period. McAnally just came in a little too fast trying to get that off before the buzzer. Just couldn't toe drag and stay on the line.
Hughes and Guerin on the draw. Hughes pulls it back and just lets the final 2 seconds drain off the clock, and the teams head to the locker room. Your score at the end of 2 periods of play. Centennial 4, Holy Family 1. Folks, again, we're going to turn down the sound. We'll be back with third period action in approximately 15 minutes. You're watching the 2015 Schwan Cup Hockey Tournament from Ritter Arena in Minneapolis. And welcome back inside Ritter Arena. Centennial leading Holy Family 4-1 as we ready ourselves for period number 3. Shots on goal in the second period, 11 for Holy Family, a 2-period total of 27 for Centennial, a 2-period total of 17, but the Cougars, and really specifically Gabby Hayes, have the 4-1 lead. Hayes, 2 goals, 2 assists. Benji Portnow alongside me. What have your impressions been of the opening 2 periods?
Well, I mentioned in the beginning the number of 3-point games that some of the Cougars have put up. Another one of those 3-point games for Gabby Hughes. She actually has 4 of them, 4 points today. And I've really been impressed with the offensive efficiency, really, from the Cougars scoring 4 goals on just 17 shots.
Here comes Hughes down the slot again and has it slide off her stick. Rakus came back in to disrupt that play, and now it's Menzuber getting ahead to center. McAnally touches it ahead into the Centennial zone, ties up with Backman. Backman kicking it along. McAnally not giving an ounce. Comes away with it. Behind the net. Comes back, and McAnally just beaten to the puck that time by Olmich. Rothstein down the wall. The return pass deflected free. Trying to push it out front was Mars. Now at the wall, Balo couldn't advance it, and back the other way, Centennial. In over the line, it comes bouncing free right out front, and Hartman called upon to make the save there on Claire Riley.
That's a tough save for Lexi Hartman as the puck came carrying in from the hand, so she doesn't really get an opportunity to watch that puck and see the trajectory until very late on.
Poked away from Olsen. Zappelt plays it around the wall. Balo plays it ahead. Olsen holds it in the zone. It comes back for Balo as she'll spin free. Tape to Russo, and Russo sends it deep into the Centennial zone. We've passed the 2-minute mark of the 3rd period. Berg brings it back into her own zone for the Cougars. Ahead out to center, nice little touch to Jenrich on the near side. Return pass, and McAnally got a stick on that to break it up. Now Guerin has it kicked to the wall by Tashner. Comes free for Hughes, trying to split the defense. Gabby Hughes coming in. Goes to the backhand and is denied. Stonewalled by Lexi Hartman.
What a great one-on-one play by Lexi Hartman. Gabby Hughes shook the last defender, still with enough time to put a move on Hartman. And the netminder for Wildfire keeps it at 4-1.
Hughes skates away with a face-off win. Brings it up top, finally finds Bordeaux, far point, thrown toward the front. That hits the side of the net, picked up by Linzer. Centering pass for Hughes, she was tied up, and Guerin plays the puck out to center. Tashner backpedals with it, sends it ahead. Blood knocks it down and starts forward. Pass was touched by Guerin, so no icing. Behind her net, Bordeaux starts ahead, Centennial. A long pass for Riley. She'll send it deep into the Holy Family zone. She gives chase, beaten to it by Rakus, who couldn't play it past Riley. Now it's Olsen to the side of the net. Riley centering pass. That was dangerous, but comes up the slot right to Rock. Rock can't get it out of the zone. Blood chases it to the far side and drives it the length of the ice. An icing call on Holy Family comes with 13:22 left to play in the 3rd period.
That chance by Gabby Hughes, Joe, to me has really been one of the lone strong opportunities for either side. There have been a few plays down in the crease for the Cougars, but not a whole lot of strong offense, especially not a whole lot from Holy Family.
Off the draw, Centennial Plays it back near point. Meany throws it out front, looking for a redirect. LeClaire ends up with it and plays it back to the point. Bounces up on Meany. She does a nice job to get it settled, but now the puck is chopped back into the Centennial zone. No icing as it touched Centennial on the way through. Linders caught from behind by Mars. Quick centering pass, and McAnally's shot deflects behind the net. McAnally first one to it. Centering pass tapped away from Menzuber, comes out to center. Ahead for Menzuber, knocked off her stick, back out to center. Now Lindsay pulls it free. Lindsay down the right wing. McAnally closes in, dropped back, and Hughes overskates it and then loses an edge as Guerin starts the other way. Guerin 1-on-2 as she hits the line. She'll chase it down behind the Centennial goal. Got there the same time Sapelt did. Guerin knocked away by Hughes. Sapelt plays it ahead, and Lindsay picks it up and shovels it out to center. And the reset back to Bordeaux for Centennial. Pass ahead was off of Olmich's stick. Blood plays it. Tapped further along by Guerin and picked up by Bordeaux. Into the middle of the ice for Riley. Riley taken down by Guerin, no call. And Guerin sends it in. They'll say no icing, even though she was shy of the red line.
See the officials, Joe, really letting a couple of calls go. That icing, a potential trip by Guerin. And at the other end, I thought Guerin had her stick held at least once down underneath the cage.
Holy Family back through center. Dropped off on the left wing, a shot. Peck turns that aside as Vasic got the wrister away. Hickey, Vasic for Holy Family. Finally, Hickey pulls it free. It kicks free, and Riley sends it up the wall for Centennial. It comes out to center. Riley from the red line plays it in. That'll come in on goal. And back to play it for the Wildfire is Michaela Williams. Williams up the near wall, not out. Comes free in the slot. LeClaire just couldn't get it to settle down. Held in by Meany. As LeClaire knocks it behind the Wildfire net. We've played 6.5 minutes of the third period. It remains 4-1 Centennial. Meany, a shot deflected out front, getting a stick on a nice save by Hartman. That was Haley Berg standing out front. Meany sends it ahead. LeClaire leaves it off. It's picked up by Berg. Berg down the right wing winds up, lets the shot go. That goes wide, rebounds up the near wall. Played ahead and a big trip there, and you can't let that one go uncalled. And Holy Family going to go on the power play. 7:03 the time of the trip. That sends Gabby Hughes back into the box for Centennial.
Power play opportunity for Holy Family. Got 4 shots total on the power play.
Quick shot off the face-off as Williams skated in, but gloved and held by Peck, and will reset and redo it to her left. Held in. Quick shot and a rebound. Pushed off to the near wall. Rakes plays it behind the net. Guerin. Kind of a weak pass, but it does find Rakes, who misplays it. And Lindsay trying to skate it out of the zone. Gets caught by Rakes, but does get the puck out of the zone as Lindsay. Short-handed rush. Then it's stolen away from behind by Williams. Lindsay repays the favor and sends it the length of the ice. Menzuber ahead for Guerin. Guerin taken out. There's going to be another Centennial penalty. This one going to send Claire Riley to the box. 7:55 the time of a checking penalty on Riley. So a 2 skater advantage for Holy Family for the next 1:08.
This is a big opportunity for Holy Family, especially if they score while that first penalty is still going on. Would give them still the opportunity to score on an advantage again and cut this lead to potentially even one.
Coming right out front, a shot. Peck makes the save, and another quick whistle here. As Peck never had that one under control, but she'll get the face-off to her right. Still 51 seconds left on the two-skater advantage for Holy Family. 8:48 left to play in the third. Guerin and Windsor on the draw. Windsor wins it, and Bordeaux sends it the length of the ice. Menzuber swings behind her net, then the left wing pass. Rakes down the left wing into the Centennial zone. Caught from behind by Windsor as they go into the corner. Windsor trying to pull that free. Rakes finally kicks it free for Guerin. Back to the point, Menzuber. Guerin's shot, and that deflects up, but not out of play as Rakes pulls it back in. 15 seconds on the two-man advantage. Rakes comes in. Fires it behind the net. It rebounds out the near side for McAnally. Up top for Menzuber. Back for McAnally. McAnally walking in. Lets it go. It's behind Peck. And another quick whistle as Peck reached back and threw it out. Never had control of it. Certainly didn't have it covered.
Joe, that bullet for Centennial may have been a bigger dodge than initially it looked like. Out of the penalty box, Gabby Hughes, no one in the penalty box paying attention. She was still sitting down as the time on her minor expired, not ready to come back on the ice right away. Could have been a huge opportunity without that whistle.
Pulled free by Guerin at the point. Menzuber near side. McAnally lines it up and rips it across the goal mouth. Rebounds up the wall, held in by Rakes. Meany and Guerin. Guerin takes Meany down, no call. Guerin up the slot. Menzuber fires wide. Played down low, now Guerin coming in off the wall. Guerin, sharp angle shot, pad save by Peck, and she's quick to gobble up the rebound.
Good pressures come on this power play, both with the two-skater advantage and now just down to the one, but still, Holy Family really needed to capitalize on this, and with just 11 seconds left on the extended power play, they've yet to put one home.
Turning with it is Rothstein, throws it through the slot. Tapped free and sent the length of the ice, and that will do it. Centennial back at full strength. Holy Family lets a huge opportunity slide by. Over a minute of a two-skater advantage, and they come up empty. Now it's Riley, centering pass. Pitlick was tied up in the slot. Rothstein pushes it out to center. Sent right back into the zone by Sapelt. Now Riley carries into the Holy Family zone. Tapped off her stick at the hash marks. Riley throws it on goal. Hartman a save. Blood pushes it up the wall. Ooh, big hit. Sliding in that time, looking for the puck was LeClaire, but played more body than puck as Bordeaux carries in. Knocked off her stick. It comes free now. Nadeau pushed it off to the far wall. And over the line is Blood. Plays it off into the corner. Pushed behind the net by Rock. Comes right out front, a quick shot, and Peck gloves it and hangs on as Lauren Hickey pushed it toward the net.
Joe, I've really been impressed by the way Kristen Peck has filled in admirably between the pipes, just giving up that one goal on 28 shots. It's always nice for a team when you can get that too deep goaltender and still maintain strength in net.
Turning with it, McAnally a shot, fired it wide. Menzuber tapped it into the corner. Hughes knocks it free. Rakes pushes it into the high slot. Rakes a shot. Pad saved by Peck, and again quickly corrals the rebound. Yeah, moving forward, Centennial, it obviously remains to be seen how long Ann Juergens will be out with the concussion-like symptoms from last night, so Kristen Peck may be called on for some longer-term duty than just the spot start here tonight. Icing waved off, so the race is on. It's won by Ulrich. Throws it right out front. It bounces free. Windsor had her stick tied up and couldn't get the shot off. Flipped high and out to center. Tashner sends it right back into the Holy Family zone as we approach the 12-minute mark of the third period. And the Cougars maintain a 4-1 lead. Guerin in over the Centennial line. She's tripped by Tashner. And another Centennial penalty, another Holy Family opportunity on the power play.
That trip just about as blatant as they come, Joe. An opportunity again on the power play. We'll see if this is any different. Really can't complain about the way Holy Family played that power play. The only concern is that they didn't get one in the back of the net.
12:03, the time of the tripping call that sends Anna Tashner to the box. Holy Family gets a fifth skater onto the ice. McAnally and Olsen on the draw, controlled by Holy Family. Rothstein behind the net. Quick centering pass to the side of the net. Almost caught Peck moving off the post there. A clearing attempt hits the referee. Meany now pinned to the wall. Tries to push it free, plays it past one Wildfire player, now picks it up with some room. Meany skates it to center. Weaves her way into the zone. McAnally finally takes it away, 2-on-2 with Guerin. Centering pass, Guerin a shot. Peck the save, and again dives out on that rebound, and we'll get a face-off in the Centennial zone. 4:20 left to play.
Nearly another potential tripping call as McAnally brought that puck into the zone. Would have been the second two-skater advantage that Holy Family has had in the period.
Knocked around to the far corner. Windsor the first one to it. Will send it the length of the ice. Hughes and Rakes both skate by. Played ahead, held in. Sapelt shot deflected. Blocker pad save on the rebound. Windsor scores a short-handed goal for Centennial. Second of the night for Annika Windsor.
Windsor not to be outdone by line mate Gabby Hughes. That's her third point of the evening. And Joe, that's 3 straight games the entire tournament. Pencil in Annika Windsor for at least 3 points.
2 goals and an assist tonight. That goal number 21 on the year for Windsor. And her second shorthanded goal of the tournament. Pass comes free. Bordeaux turns and sends it back into the Holy Family zone. Still 35 seconds left on the Wildfire power play time, but we're down to 3:30 left to play now in the hockey game and a 4-goal deficit for Holy Family.
Joe, I really hope this game doesn't get too chippy down at the end with the decision likely already in hand for Centennial. You'd hate to see this turn into anything malicious or even physical. You don't want to see anything potential injury opportunity, and Juergens already out with those concussion-like symptoms, as you mentioned. No need to add to the injury list for either side.
Tied up on the far side. It kicks back in. It came out over the blue line, carried back in offsides as Backman's stick is caught up in Guerin's jersey. 3:05 to play. Teams will get the weekend off before getting back into action next Tuesday night. And for Centennial, that means a road game in their conference. They'll travel to the Ice Forum in Champlin to take on the Rebels of Champlin Park. Holy Family will hit the road. They'll travel even further west than Victoria, where they're located. They'll head out to Litchfield to take on Litchfield Dassel Cokato in a non-conference battle.
Zinheit.
Oh, and ripping a shot wide was Menzuber. Backman hustles it out to center. Backman now down the right wing. Nadell stays on side. Backman, the wrist shot. Comes in high and is gloved and held by Hartman. You ever been to Litchfield or Dassel or Cokato, any of those three?
Did not make it much further than the rec center of St. Louis Park, Joe.
Fair enough.
Good hockey nearby. Grew up about a block away from Benilde St. Margaret's High School. Plenty of puck in my neighborhood.
Shot off the face-off. Hartman another save and covers it up with 2:17 left to play. Actually, Litchfield probably known more for its basketball and football than its hockey. Here's a potential break if she can catch up with it. Allie Mars comes in and Peck denies the opportunity. Linzer the other way for Centennial. Plays it past the defender, but it's pushed out up the slot, and then it carries just wide as Pitlick was following the play for the Cougars.
Interesting to see Hartman try and push that free as opposed to jumping out and trying to smother it. Created a dangerous opportunity for a trailer.
Balo pushes it to the middle of the ice and now chopped back into the Centennial zone. Hustling back for it is Bordeaux. Clearing attempt there was knocked away by Vosick. Bordeaux's pass goes off of Prado. Prado knocks it free into the near corner. Rakus and Prado got there at the same time. Wildfire get it to the point. Bordeaux's shot rebounds out to center and potential break for Hickey. Hickey forced wide, leaning on her the whole way was Meany, who now takes her into the wall. Final minute of play, we're down to 50 seconds. As the puck finally pulled out of the scrum, Riley, cross-ice pass. Now picked up by Prado. Knocked off her stick. Guerin sends it ahead. Menzuber for McAnally. Pushed ahead. Almich down the right wing. Trying to work her way past Blood. Can't do it. Loses the puck behind the net. Guerin picks it up with 10 seconds left. Taschner sends it deep into the Holy Family zone, and Wildfire play it out to neutral ice, and that will do it. And for the second time this season, the Centennial Cougars have defeated the Holy Family Wildfire. Final score tonight, 5-1 in favor of Centennial. Benji, final thoughts on this particular game?
Good speed, really impressed with two players, Gabby Hughes and Annika Linzer for the Centennial Cougars. Multi-point games all over this tournament. They really deserve any tournament accolades that come their way post-game.
Shots on goal in the third period, 11-9 in favor of Holy Family. They do outshoot Centennial here tonight, 31-26, but the Cougars skate away with a 5-1 victory, and they will earn the banner to hang back at their high school as they are the Red Division champions in the 2015 Schwan Cup tournament. That will do it here from Ritter Arena this evening. I'd like to thank you for joining us wherever you may have been watching tonight's contest from. Always good to have you out there. A Happy New Year to one and all. I'd like to thank Amber Johnson for running the technical aspects of tonight's broadcast. Now for Benji Portnow, my name is Joe Moore. Good night, everybody.